Hey everyone, welcome back to Time to Play DK64 Part 15. Oh, and this is the last time we're going to be on the N64 version. Next time, we're going to the Wii U version where it'll be in 60 frames per second, and well, it's going to look smoother and cleaner and crispier. You know, all things typically normally look in HD. Oh, banana. So, basically all this episode really is just getting the last few bananas that I can around DK Island, that I have the ability to, and going to get all the bananas in Angry Aztec. And there's going to be a lot of cuts, a lot of going back and forth. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. The reason why there's... Actually, I cut out as much of the back and forth as I could, and to be honest, that's... The real video itself was supposed to be over an hour long, but nobody's going to sit through that. So I tried to cut it down as much as I possibly could because I just want to get this out there so we can get to the Wii U version as quickly as I could. So as you can see here, all I really need to do is just a few little things here and there, and then when we get to the end, I don't show this because you don't really need to see it. I traded in the blueprints so I could get the bananas for those, and the total at the end of this video is going to be, I think, over 80 bananas, but I don't think you're going to see the total sum of it. Though I could be wrong. Well, we'll see. I could be wrong. On one hand, though, I didn't need to put this in here, but I just kind of felt like, whatever, I'll just leave it. And I'll explain this part, because I thought if you go in here, there's a bonus barrel, there's a banana, there's something. Turns out, no, you just kill these two zingers, and then a chunky barrel pops up, so you stand on that. You grow big, you stand on that platform, and then it doesn't give you a bonus barrel, it just gives you like a little winkly hint cave. And I don't really need them, because we're going to go and get all the rest of the bananas that are left in Angry Aztec. Starting with the bonus barrel that we have up here for Tiny. So Tiny, if you would line yourself up perfectly nice, and go ahead. And actually, for some reason, it's a little bit harder to do that on the Wii U version. I don't know why. I gotta admire the variety in the minigames. Now, even though you're gonna see this minigame like several times in the game, like I think this one in particular probably shows up maybe 5 times. I forget how many of them there really are. I know there's an actual list, and there you can actually play them all. Or I think you can play them all once you've gotten all the blueprints. This one, it seems easy, but once your pattern gets messed up, it gets so frustrating having to listen to that little jerk fly laugh at you. So when you actually squash them, it just makes them all the more satisfying. But I also like this little balance where it's like there's really easy minigames, and then there's really frustrating minigames. Because if it was just really easy minigames, the game itself would be too easy. But then you have this mix in there, and then you're just like, oh, please be an easy minigame, please be an easy minigame, because you don't want to deal with the frustration of a hard one. Unless you're some kind of masochist, in which case, do my taxes. No. No. So, as I said, lots of cuts, just want to get from one area to the other. I've made a lot of screw-ups, and trying to get to my places. A lot of backtracking. That was cut almost 30 minutes was cut out of this, which was just nothing but me being a Nimrod and not being able to remember where I'm supposed to go. So, with that out of the way, I did have a question for you guys. I wanted to see how well that this would go over. I know I said I wanted to do my other Time to Play, and I haven't done it yet, but that's the thing. I want to know, like, it's going to be the mystery box. Ow. But the thing was, originally, I was planning to try and do GoldenEye as the next Time to Play. At least that was one of my ideas. But after trying to go back and do the first stage, I realized that I'm terrible at GoldenEye. The health system, that's just me sucking right there. The health system does not regenerate. You get body armor, but it doesn't regenerate. Which, there's no, like, health. There's, like, no way to really get your health back, so... And what else? There's no checkpoints. I think I might have said that. But really, you factor in not a lot of ways to get your health up, and you factor in no checkpoints, which does not make it. And then you factor in that I'm not really good at GoldenEye. Wow, that's so heavy, Chunky. Good job. That's so heavy. So I don't think I'm going to do GoldenEye, just because I really can't play it. I'll still play the multiplayer mode, but nobody around me wants to play that, so unfortunately, GoldenEye's gonna have to sit out. Let's see oh yeah, and I'm also gonna show any blueprints and any banana medals that I get. At least the ones that I remember that I get. Cause I don't know, did I show myself getting Chunky on here? I can't remember. But I love using Diddy's Final Smash in DK64. I think that's one of the best specials in the game. If I haven't said that already, I'm saying it again. It's one of the best, because it's a 2-in-1 deal. It's flight and attack. What else? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I lose my train of focus really easily. I feel so distracted, like a shiny thing, and I lose my train of thought. But what I'm trying to say is, the mystery box I'm actually going to leave open for like another little voting poll, but it won't last that long. It'll last for like maybe a few days. So here are the games that I thinking about other time to plays for. So I'm either thinking of Ape Escape, which I was really going to do, and then I just felt like 2 platformers at the same time? I should probably have some kind of variety. So my next one is Mega Man Legends, which is not really a platformer, more of an action-adventure type of game, which could work pretty well. And yes, I said Mega Man Legends. I actually got it on the PS3, because I figured, you know what, if something really does happen to my N64 games, I can try out the Mega Man Legends. I'll still have Mega Man Legends on the PS3, and I guess actually get to see some of the differences between the two games. There's only some slight differences. The biggest one being the audio and how it's just pretty bad on the N64 compared to the crisp audio on the PlayStation. Let's say another game. I think I can do Star Fox Adventures. Maybe get a little setup for Star Fox Zero coming out. But I'm not sure if Nintendo has that one as one of those games that it's like they put a claim on everything. There are some games that they don't, believe it or not. And a lot of them were actually the ones that were done by Rare, but I can't remember if Star Fox Adventures is one of them. Assault is definitely one of them. I remember that, but I can't remember if Adventures was or wasn't. But I do know that the last time I checked, it might have been updated, that the Donkey Kong Country trilogy was not on there, and neither was DK64. So this shouldn't get hit at all, at least not until that time comes, and I hope it doesn't. So, okay, that's 3 choices right there. And then I was thinking, well, what about Pokken Tournament? Now, I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to get this video up, Banana Medal, but yeah, Pokken Tournament. I haven't really kept up that much with it. I'm still getting the game. I actually tried a little bit of the demo today at a GameStop, and how much of a single-player content does it have? Does it have enough where I can actually do a time to play of that? Or is that just something I should do like a 15-minute challenge of? Well, we'll have to wait and see on that one. But I guess if it doesn't have a good single-player campaign, then it's the first 3 choices: Ape Escape, Mega Man Legends, and Star Fox Adventures. You let me know which one of those you would like to see. I'm afraid I can't put Banjo-Kazooie in there now because, well, or the other choices, like Diddy Kong Racing and Sonic and the Secret Rings, at least not yet. Give this one to the mystery box, because these are the games that I feel like I really want to play, or at least I should play, for one reason or another, which are completely oblivious to even me, so we'll figure that out as we go. For some reason, I'm just like, I have a desire or a craving to play those games again, I guess. But which one I should do, I'll leave that one up to you guys. And okay, I think with that, that's a nice little thing out of the way. The thing was though, I'm not sure what. Okay, I need to explain. Why do I think I'm not sure when this video is gonna get uploaded? I'm starting to have some laptop problems again. I keep getting pop-ups when I'm not supposed to, advertisements that completely block all the screen, and my internet security doesn't detect it, doesn't know what to do. It's something about like a certificate problem with the websites, the chain is not complete, blah blah blah, and I'm getting, and the people who are supposed to be taking care of it haven't really been helpful with this situation. Like, they're polite and everything, but I really don't get a definitive answer, and it seems like it seems like this is going to be a problem almost every month now. I think it's more of a Windows 10 problem, but even so, like, I'm definitely, if this continues to be a problem, I'm definitely getting rid of them when the expiration date on that time comes. Ugh. Because, yeah, it's just getting annoying. So I don't know when this is going to be uploaded. This could be uploaded either on the day Pokken comes out, and then we'll see what happens. Or maybe it might even be uploaded the night before Pokken comes out. I'd like to do that. I still have an old laptop I could upload this on. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, go ahead and let me know what you think. And I guess I can go ahead and start answering the last batch of generic Q&A questions I have, so I can move on to a new batch for when I get to the Wii U, or whatever the next game I play is. So, for this, okay, our first one is Star Warrior MEP. If they made a new 3D Donkey Kong game, would you like it to be similar in fashion to the style of DK64, a collectathon format, or for it to be taken in some new direction? I'd be okay either way, because I just would like to see what a new DK 3D Donkey Kong game would be like. I mean, I love the 2D platformers, don't get me wrong, but we've only had one 3D Donkey Kong game. I love just being on top of it when it opens up. Yeah, I mean, I'm good to go either way, though I guess maybe I'd be okay with a collectathon, because in the way it's set up, I kind of prefer that format where it's just, you have this big open area, you just platform and collect things. Like in Mario 64, you get a star and you get kicked out of the world. Then you go back. But they give you a hint each time. And that works for it. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to leave yet. I'm having too much fun in this world. I don't want to start all the way back at the starting point. Trust me, though, that is like a teeny, tiny little nitpick I have with it. It's like worth laughing at. But it is something that I do like in Banjo-Kazooie and in DK64. And to an extent, even in Banjo-Tooie, where you're just allowed to go to these worlds and you're not forced to leave. You can stay as long as you want. Even if you've gotten everything, you can stay even longer. Why you would want to do that, I don't know. But you can do that. So I guess I'd be okay with a collectathon. Just don't put in as many things to collect. And even though the idea of playing as 5 characters was really cool back then, it is kind of overkill. I don't think we need to have another collectathon like that. I'd be okay with like 3 characters, maybe even 4. 5 was kind of pushing it. But hey, I wouldn't mind it, and I would like to see some of the old Kongs return. So if that's how it has to work, that's how it's gonna work. And I like this minigame. It's a good, easy one. You just shoot. Just aim and shoot. Blast away. You have unlimited ammo. I don't know how that guy missed me, and I don't know how I missed him. Oh, but doesn't matter. I can keep doing it over and over again as long as I want to. Or as long as I need to. Works good that way. Let's see. Next question. Mike Kappa. Was there ever a game you thought would be bad when you got it, and then ended up enjoying it? No, not really. There's like, I would say that there's some games that I bought that I knew were going to be bad, or thought that they would be bad, but I didn't hate them as much as I thought I would. If that's like the closest I can get to it. Those would be Sonic 06, which, yeah, it's flawed in a lot of ways and almost unplayable in certain aspects, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, and the same is true for Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. And when I get around to that review, I'll explain why I hate the 3DS version so much, and why I am actually just sort of meh with Wii U Rise of Lyric. Now, I had to talk about this because somebody actually wrote a comment, and I can't remember all the details, but somebody actually wrote in saying that they had messaged Grant Kirkhope if it was true that they used Donald Duck's voice clips for that boss that we had in the third world. For the record, I'm pretty sure I said, that sounded like Donald Duck. I never said, they took Donald Duck's voice and put it in here. I never said that. There's a difference between sounds like and, hey, they stole it. So, the guy contacted Grant Kirkhope, and apparently Grant Kirkhope actually said, LOL, no. I actually saw the Twitter. I will leave a link to it in the description box if I can find it again. But apparently the guy also found out that Grant Kirkhope, I think this is true, I could be mistaken. I didn't see it in the Twitter, but apparently the voice, when you're inside this temple and after you get the banana, he does that "get out" voice. And I think that's just, like, I love that voice. Like, from what I can tell, I don't know, I can't really tell, but I don't know if it scared a lot of people. It seemed like it would. But for me, I just thought it was just the most awesome, like, scary voice in this whole game. If you've seen Fawful's Minions list of his 10 most memorable Luigi's Mansion moments, and he starts talking about, like, things that should make you go ah! at, but instead go, that was awesome. And that's my experience with this, because like this should scare me, but it doesn't. I love it. It's like, this is just such a cool, creepy voice. Oh, and I love it when they actually get, like, members of the main staff, or, like, guys who are really big behind the scenes actually do voiceovers for their stuff. I like that. It shows a closer connection and commitment to their work. So if that really is Grant Kirkhope's voice, you can do a really scary voice, man, and it is awesome. I just felt like I had to bring that up, and I love getting these little easy mini games. They do get harder as they go on, and even things like this can get a bit more challenging, but it's not hard. Not in the slightest. At least not for that one. Maybe later. I can't quite remember, but we'll get there if we can. So, who wants to hear a scary voice? I'm going, Grant Kirkhope. Please don't kill me. I'm going. Oh, that really... I shouldn't say if that's fact or not. I really don't know if it is. But if that's Grant Kirkhope, that is awesome. And so is his music. I just had to put that out there too. Can't wait for Ukulele. Yes, I can't wait to see how old Rare or new Rare does in this new modern age of gaming. And hey, I get to hear the voice, I think, maybe 2 more times during this time to play, so that's good! I get to go woohoo 2 more times. And who doesn't like to go woohoo? Let's see, oh yes, of course, more generic Q&As. I'm sorry, I kind of blanked out there for a second. Completely lost track of what I was supposed to be doing. Golden Sonic 64. Who is your favorite Xenoblade character of the 7 playable characters? Well, obviously it's Shulk. I mean, he has the ability to see the future, and he can give the other teammates the ability to hurt the Mechons. He is the most important character on the team, so it makes sense that he would be my favorite. But that doesn't mean that I don't like any of the other characters. In fact, there's not even a character there in your group that I don't like. I like all of them. So, I guess if I had to pick one more character that isn't Shulk, I'd probably go with Dunban. Just because I like that he's generous. He's basically Crom in a sense. So he's got the nice guy mentality. Oh, this again. How many times do I have to do it? 4. Wasn't like last time just like 8 or 9? I do almost twice as many. And I still can't hit this. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I'm going to say easy pattern. I'm going to say Dunban would be my second favorite. But there's a lot of them I like. So, I mean, there's all of them I like. So, enough stalling. Move on to the next question. Wait. Never get tired of that. Okay, Guy Swan. Have you ever played Five Nights at Freddy's 1 or 2 or both? If so, what are your thoughts and opinions on them? I'm wondering if this guy kind of regrets asking that now, since Five Nights at Freddy's isn't that relative. Not relative. Relevant. However, these questions were asked a very long time ago. And, okay, I did this part with Tiny, but I need to go back and get the Banana Fairy, because I didn't have the camera yet for that. At least, I believe that's what happened here. So, when this guy asked about Five Nights at Freddy's, notice it says 1 or 2. Notice he doesn't ask 3 or 4, because I think when I asked for, or when I got the new questions, 3 and 4 weren't out yet. So if you're asking if I've ever played any of the Five Nights at Freddy's games, the answer is no. However, I am still kind of interested in the lore. I plan to go see the movie. How is that not a good picture? Was it because it's hiding behind the fire lamppost? What? Oh, I barely got it at the side. Good for me. That was all the difference in the world. You're pickier than me, game. Do I have an interest in playing the Five Nights at Freddy's games? If they came to a console, I'm sorry, I'm just not much of playing games on my PC. I'm not dissing the PC, I've said that probably several thousand times as well. It's just, there's not a whole lot that makes me want to play on a PC. Even though things could be like improved to the umpteenth level, I'm more comfortable with the convenience of a console. That's just me, and there's, like I said before, there's not a whole lot of games that I want to play on a PC. But if Five Nights at Freddy's or Undertale ever came to the Wii U, I would play them. And I've heard that Undertale may possibly, they're thinking about it, or at least the guy is, trying to redo the code. Maybe, we'll see. If it does ever get to the Wii U, I will do my best to get it. Because there's a lot of games I'd like to get right now, but I can't really afford them or even have the time to play them. Heck, I barely had time to play Xenoblade Chronicles X. I barely just got enough time to play that. And this part. You guys have been waiting for me to talk about this, haven't you? Ugh. There are so many little annoyances in DK64. As much as I love the overall experience, there are so many little moments that you will remember right away and just go like, oh no, not this part again. Fortunately, I didn't suck that badly. And there were only, let's see, how many attempts did it take me to actually beat this? Actually, I'll let you guys guess before I actually show you how many. However, there is one lesson that should be noted, and besides the horrible turns on this, restore points on the Wii U are going to be a blessing. I didn't want to use them before, but based on that one minigame that I said earlier in the previous video, okay, that's one attempt. I have to use restore points in the future on the Wii U. Oh, isn't that going to be fun? Can't wait to do this one with Linky. And oh, that was cheap. It just pushed me off. I barely hit the wall and it bounced me off. Okay, now I thought I was going to win here, but no, the guy gets right ahead of me and you can't run in front of him. That's horrible. So that's my lesson. That's what I learned from this. Get in front of him. Barely got enough coins. You see that? Get in front of him so he pushes you to the check mark. And that's how you beat this guy. Just stay in front of him. Because that's how you always win, right? Stay ahead in front of the other guy. It seems like a no duh. But apparently, if the guy's faster than you, then get in his way. Easiest thing to do in the world. Yeah, right. Okay, another cut here because I had a lot of problems of backtracking that I didn't know what I was doing. So if you're wondering where I am, I'm in the llama pyramid. I guess you could say that one. It's the one where you have to stand on the DK pad and get shot out of barrels to open it. Yeah, I'm in this one. I'm in here with the one where there's the llama. Because it's the one I wasn't really able to do before, at least not that much. So, easy to clean up, right? Alright, okay, so yeah, if Five Nights at Freddy's ever comes to, like, console, PS4, Wii U, I might actually play them. And I would still see the movie, but whenever that comes out. That's about it. Daiso Devon, what is your opinion with mods or ROM hacks? Mods like Smash Bros. Project M, Kaizo Mario World, and the English translation of Mother 3, respectively. Okay, if you're asking about just those three, I'll answer that, because I really don't do mods, and I really don't pay attention to them, and I really can't grab vines to save my life. But, yeah. Project M. I have no interest in it, especially since I love playing Smash on the Wii U, although I'm not sure how much more I'm going to be playing with the Wii U version. What I mean by that is, I was haunted by so long to get the clear level 9 intensity difficulty on Classic without losing a life. And I finally did it with Mega Man. His Metal Blades make short work of both Master Hand and all the other Master Forms. And after figuring out a good, strong pattern in Master Core, which really isn't even that difficult to begin with, but the most hardest one for me was always Master Beast. That thing is... Ugh. I want to say it's a monster, but that's a horrible pun and play on words or whatever. And I probably may have just restated myself. I don't care. But Metal Blade makes short work of everything. And the air shooter is good for that too. Try it. Go ahead, try it with Mega Man. But my problem wasn't just him. It was the luck factor. It was getting all the bombs that would just drop in front of you and it would explode and bam, you're dead. Had to restart all over again. That's not fun! And what's getting worse is that it seems like with all these updates, like the one that just came out, and I don't know if it changed the difficulty, is that like it seems like the computer opponents are getting faster and faster with the reflexes. Like, it's kind of cheap when they know the button you're pressing and can respond to it faster than it can actually activate. That's really annoying. And I'm not a tourney player, okay? I'm not gonna... I don't go to tournaments. I don't know specific combos and things like that. I don't know techniques. I'm really bad at that. So, yeah, it's pretty difficult for me. And it took me a while, but it was mostly just because the computer was now fast enough to respond to everything. Ooh, look, the last piece of the Dragoon falls right on top of the computer. Bam, they grab it, I'm dead. Yes, I tried to dodge it, but I got knocked back by something. I can't remember what. Usually something that would knock me back. Or, you know, they're just computer reflexes and everything. It was really frustrating. But yeah, finally beat no deaths. No deaths on the level 9 classic. Took forever. And then after that, I cleared every other challenge I had left. With a few exceptions, well, I mean, I used hammers because I'm not going to do crazy orders with Mario for 20 turns. The best I did with him was up to 18, and then I still had 33 seconds left. I just couldn't do it. I hated that challenge. But hey, I've done all the challenges now. I've gotten... I still have one hammer left. And the only thing I'm really going to do right now with Smash on the Wii U is just host more tournaments. Which, you know, I could still host... I could get another tournament going. I'm not going to start it until... probably Saturday, if I can actually get, depending on when this video is uploaded. So look for another one in there. By the way, congratulations to Smash M Pro for winning in the last tournament. That last tournament was actually a bigger turnout than I was expecting. It seemed like a lot more people joined in right away, and that was great. It got a lot more people playing, a lot more people stayed around for it. I actually participated in it, and I got 4th place. There were some days I forgot to play. Alright, so I completely messed up your question there. Sorry about that. I'm going to show Lanky getting his banana medal. If I can ever hit those balloons. That's good. That's one. Oh, come on! hitboxes in this game are so hard to tell because of the 2D sprites on them. Alright, so, Project M, I don't really have a reason to play it. I'm sorry, I'm not a Tourney player. I think it's cool that they're able to do all this stuff, because that hopefully it inspires the devs to do better, or to do things that they thought they couldn't do, but the fans could. Ridley. Kaizo Mario World, I've only seen like a level in Super Mario Maker that was designed to be like that actually said Kaizo Mario on it. I will never play that in my life. I hated it. I despise it. You make them, you're the devil. I will not play Kaizo Mario World. And as for the English translation of Mother 3, okay, that's a different story entirely. That's not really more of a mod, more like it's just a fan translation, which I don't have a problem with that, considering that since it's still not out, then it's like, okay, if you're not going to give us the game, then what do you expect us to do? I don't encourage the illegal activity, which is why I will not give a link or anything like that, and I haven't played it myself. And hey, Nintendo's not taking legal action against them, so apparently they don't see it as a big threat. However, I am wondering that if Mother 3 actually does come to the Virtual Console, which there's a chance that it still can. I believe it's coming to the Japan Virtual Console if it's not out already. So once that happens, it's gonna happen. I would love to see it at E3 this year. Just another announcement like last year. Bam! Mother 3 finally happens. My question, are they going to leave it as Mother 3 or are they going to give it a new title? But yeah, I don't really have a problem with the Mother 3 fan translation, because if you're going to deny the fans for so long of a game they really want to play, then you kind of brought it upon yourself. Alright. Zaleb C writes, what would you like the next Metroid game to be? I'm sorry. Prime 4 or a sequel to Fusion? Kind of the same way I am with the DK64 or another 3D DK game. I don't care. I do kind of care because I want to see it. But whether it's Prime 4 or another Metroid game like Fusion, I'd be perfectly happy with either of those two. I'm not going to pick one over the other in this case, because, well, I don't know. Which one was... I guess Fusion was a lot better for me to play, but I still really enjoyed Metroid Prime 1 and 3. Not so much 2. No double backtracking. So... Oh, wait, voice. Don't kill me, I'm leaving Cracker Copa. I don't want to die. It's so awesome. Oh, that's right, I need to explain a few things, like the fact that I'm jumping all the way to Cranky. You guys are not going to be seeing me trading in all my blueprints, because you don't need to see that, right? You don't need to see that, it's such a pointless waste of time. So, with Cranky here, with the 15 banana medals, it is time to get the rare coin by playing JetPac, which was the reason I thought we would never get DK64 on the Virtual Console, because Microsoft owned that. And that was the big reason that made me think, wait a minute, if Microsoft is okay with this, and they're okay with putting in Banjo-Kazooie and Smash, that was the big reason I supported Banjo-Kazooie and Smash. So, I don't know. I feel like as long as Phil Spencer is the boss of Microsoft Game Studios, or whatever they call it, I'm sorry, as long as he's still the main man there and he's okay with it, Banjo-Kazooie still has some chance to appear. Some chance. Not now, obviously, but like in a future installment, or maybe if the Wii U, or if the NX port is real, then maybe we will. Then, I mean, like, not maybe, but just like, there's a chance. And I'm also going to show you guys how many times I failed at this. So, get ready to see some embarrassing moments. Like that. And that. Oh, and of course, can't forget about that. But I think, nope, that was still it. That was it. That might have been it. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the run. This is the run that gets it all right. The good run. All right, let's see. Next question, or last two questions. I gotta answer these pretty fast. Have you played John Skinner, have you played Earthbound yet? If yes, what did you think of it? Okay, I kind of liked Earthbound. It hooked me for a while, but that beginning, the very beginning of it, just takes so long. I would never have played this on a Super Nintendo. I love the fact that restore points are a thing on the Wii U, because it's a horrible pain to play that until you get somebody else in your team, because it feels like Ness is slower than all the enemies. He can't heal himself and he can't use all his specials as often as you'd like. He feels very limited, and there's enemies all over the place. So, with the exception of the beginning, I thought it was pretty good. Okay, and last question, manga pages. How do you like the idea of games that use real-life locations to be part of the game's world? Do you think it's more alluring that way? I think if it's based on real-life locations, that's cool, but if it actually is the real-life location, then, well, I don't know. To be honest, I have no strong opinion about it one way or the other. I like to see imaginative places, but I don't have a problem with them using real-life locations as long as it's respective and done right, and the level design is awesome and complements it very well. Like, I like the idea of Pokemon using real-life locations. Ooh, rare coin, and we're done with that little objective. But it doesn't bother me if they want to put in something imaginary or something that they completely created on their own. It's kind of like how I feel in the Sonic series. I don't care if it's a place that they made up, or if it's a place like Sonic Unleashed, where they try to use real-world locations, but it's more based on those locations. It doesn't bother me that much as long as they're designed well. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at here. Okay, those questions are done. And if you've got a question, just one question, leave it in the comments. I will try to get to it, but try not to make it too personal. And remember, I do reserve the right to refuse an answer to a question if I don't like it. So keep that in mind when you're answering these. So the more thoughtful, or the more thought that's put into it, the better the chance I'll have at answering it. And with that, I think I am done. So go ahead, leave a comment about if you have a question, or what are those games that you want me to do a ton to play of next. Because apparently it's no longer a mystery box, it's another poll. But hey, at least you get those choices. I'll see you guys next time. Later, everyone! And that is the start of a beautiful friendship. Guess we're going into overtime. Holy crap! What have you done?
Okay.